If you resonate with this message, I hope that you like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend. Thank you so much for being here. Love, light, reflections. Peace. I am asking, what is the overall message? What is the overall message? The divine fruit. Look how beautiful that is. Illuminating this center piece here. Almost like a heart center. The shadows. Even the shadow is illuminated. You see that? Above you light. Within you light. Divine fruit. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. So this is all the fruit that you bear, all the seeds that you've shown being illuminated in your own light, in the divine light within you. You are a seed of light in union in the cosmos with the divine, with the universe. That's beautiful. So now that we know that you are this divine fruit, let's get into the message. I already pre-pulled, and I want the divine to use me as a vessel to interpret this message. First is self-worth. Letting you know that you are enough, okay? It's safe to be unapologetically me. So let's see what is the self-worth that you need to get into. I have weaknesses. I am still growing. I make mistakes. And I ask the Most High, what is this? I ask, what is this? What do you need to do? And Allah says, release. You need to release. Okay? Resonance is a deep connection with your thoughts, emotions, or experiences, aligning you with the universe, with the universe's energy. When Renaissance appears, it reminds you of your connection with wisdom and your true self. Okay? So release these burdens. Okay? Release those thoughts of you being weak. All right? Know that it's okay for you to make mistakes. You're still growing. Okay? Release this imposter syndrome that you have, like you're not enough. Okay? This is the self-work that you need to do. All right? Know that you are enough. You're this beautiful, shining light. Okay? You have a connection with divine wisdom within yourself. You need to connect and go within. Okay? Because remember, you are the divine fruit. The fruit that I bear reflects the inner light. You want to eat some cinnamon here. Cinnamon regulates your blood sugar. If someone out there has diabetes or struggling, if you're like pre-diabetic or something like that, even if you're struggling with your sugar intake, I suggest adding cinnamon stick to your tea. You can make it with ginger, cinnamon stick, cloves, some honey, some cardamom. All right. Um, if you do have diabetes, sometimes like shaking a little bit underneath your tongue to get it into the bloodstream faster is a trick that I heard really works. All right. Next, you received faithfulness and modesty. These beautiful flowers, violets. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart of truth, right? Renaissance is a deep connection with your thoughts, emotions, or experiences. It's this knowing yourself, okay? Again, go deeper within. Release all of these negative what did they call it? Preconceived notions about yourself. Things that are just not true, that make you feel like you're less than, because you're not weak. You are still growing and you are allowed to make mistakes. I even tell my older children that, as parents, as adults, we're still growing into ourselves. As long as we have the breath of life in us and we are open to growth, we have the right to be wrong. It's how we express ourselves and the gratitude that we continue to pour out into the world, and also to right our wrongs. Like, don't be afraid to admit, even to your children, when you are wrong and you made a mistake, especially if you later on realize that you were wrong about a thing. You come back and you say, you know what, I've grown, and here's how I've grown, and I want to apologize, and right that wrong in real time. And you'll be surprised how you will bond with people when you acknowledge the mistake, but not only just that you're apologizing for what the mistake that that you committed, but how you've grown and that you are willing to be better now. And when you know better, you do better, like Maya Angelou says. So I love that for you. And then you have self-love here, things to let go of, an old story about your life, okay? Because you are a beautiful soul. I see the beauty in me every day. Look at you rocking out, just chilling in your garden, having tea, or, you know what I mean? Just basking in the sunlight. You know that you are a beautiful soul filled with peace and love, right? Love for your neighbor, love for yourself. Look at you, so grounded. I bring peace into the world, right? So this old person that you used to be is no longer, you know what I mean? At the core of you is this beautiful, loving soul. So try this mudra to help you to gain more self-esteem, okay? I am valuable and good just as I am. I make my contribution to the benefit of all, right? You have good self-esteem, like a child of the universe. You feel me? The next one is some shadow work that you need to perform, okay, to activate your feminine energy. What you want to do is you want to stay in your soft girl era, okay? Be warm, receptive, and graceful. Be warm, receptive, and graceful, okay? Because you are in between two worlds. You see this? This says karmic relationship. This is like a relationship with yourself, this energy, because you are this divine fruit, right? So this is talking about the relationship with yourself, right? Letting go of the person that you no longer know, And sometimes it's hard for us to let go of our comfort zones, right? But you are this beautiful cosmic soul, and you're having some conflict with your soul growth. But know that you have all of these beautiful ancestors and cosmic soul family, you know, to lean in on, right? You're never alone. Be warm, receptive, and graceful, right? Because it's a time to let go and bring your ideas to life. Okay? It's time to let go and bring your ideas to life. I love that for you. And the best way to get there is to start grounding yourself in doing more shadow work. I lean into mystery. Keep an air of intrigue about yourself, right? An air of mystery. Rejuvenate yourself. Renewal over and over again. You see how it's like this beautiful spiritual growth here, right? These beautiful roses, that beautiful light shining, beaming behind her, and the two sides. It's the death and the rebirth, you know, that renewal, constantly going back to your spiritual practices and your healing modalities to rejuvenate yourself, getting rest, self-caring, staying grounded, staying in your soft girl era, right? Having this air of mystery about yourself because you're forging through something beautiful. You're in between two worlds. Remember I said you're in between these two worlds right now. And you're going through a rebirth. There's a beautiful girl in here, right? Just underneath the surface, like as above, so below. That's going to be going through this cosmic birth, this cosmic rebirth. Okay. So you're forging through, and you have to make sure that you're going within and you're taking care of yourself, right? You're holding back some. You're not giving everything away. There's an air of intrigue about you. And have gratitude for this purpose, okay? For all of this beautiful loving chakra and throat chakra, crown chakra energy in here. You see that? I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents in this cosmic egg here. You weren't made to fit into a box, you know? You are a bright light illuminating cosmic egg. You are the blueprint. You are a seed birthing. You see, you're going to be bursting through this box. You're in this cosmic egg right now, in between these two worlds, but you're going to be forging through and to continue to have gratitude on your journey, okay? Because there's purpose. We sometimes get polished through pain, and I know I've said this quite a bit, that God tends to polish us through pain to get us to our divine destiny, our purpose. I know what I am here to do. Yeah. And the walk isn't easy. People think that the chosen life, a healer's life, a light worker's life is easy. It's not. We make it look so beautiful because we're willing to do the work that it takes to be better for ourselves, because we want to feel our best, highest level, best self. And we know that the only way to do that is to work on ourselves, to love ourselves, because happiness comes from within. We can't depend on someone else to hold our happiness. We are the creator and the destructor of our own happiness, right? So we hold our own destiny. We have to eat the right foods. We have to be loving and kind. We have to put love out into the world because we know it's going to come back to us tenfold. We have to, show up for ourselves and show people how to treat us by the light that we shine with, within ourselves. And we give everyone else out there in the world the audacity to shine their light beautiful and bright. Right? So we know our purpose. That's beautiful. So have faith in your dreams, okay? I told you, so have faith in your dreams. This waxing moon here. Even in the wee hours of the night when you are sad and you feel lonely, you're never alone. Remember, you have this cosmic family that you can always talk to in the middle of the night. You can always talk to the Most High. You can always talk to your angels and your spirit team, your guides. They're there waiting for you and wanting you to continue to have faith in your dreams, okay? Because you know your purpose. And within this gratitude, right? And you're in this, it's like you have this divine protection around you as well. As your light shines, they're going to protect you from each side. Light above you, light on your right, light on your left, light above you, light below you, light upon light upon light. You see that? That's you. In that gratitude, thanking the Most High every day, going, saying your affirmations, loving on yourself. Loving on yourself is ibadah. There's a reward that we get as Muslims for even taking care of ourselves, purifying ourselves, taking a shower, being mindful of our body, because our body has rights upon us, being mindful of what we say, what our tongue puts forth out into the world, because when you say something, it can hurt someone or it can brighten up their day. It could change their life. It could inspire them. So why not, use your tongue for good and so many beautiful things. But the key is being disciplined and to surrender all of this beautiful ethereal energy. You see how you're in the higher echelons, and Allah is just telling you, source is just telling you to stay grounded and remember yourself, right? Remember yourself. Also, remember the Most High. When you remember me, I remember you. Go back to your roots and always, take your purity baths, and stay disciplined with your self-care. I can accomplish what I set my mind to, even if it's this puzzle. You see how this looks like a puzzle? It looks like the stained glass on windows at Christian churches. But look how beautiful that is. Stay disciplined and surrender to the chaos, surrender to the divine. When you can't figure it all out for yourself, you don't have to. All right, you don't have to, because you always have your soul family waiting for you. So make sure that you see how the energies are all the same throughout the board, like even from the beginning with Renaissance. Just stay connected, right? Be confident. I am valuable and good just as I am. I make my contribution to the benefit of all. So surrender. Okay? Surrender. Love yourself. Keep going within. I can release my need to control. Yes, you can, beloved. And let the Most High do the rest. You see, this is you in the center. And this is your cosmic family and your ancestors, all, and your spirit team, all waiting for you to release it and give it to them so that they can work their magic, right? They're all around you, wanting to continue to keep you activated, right? You're still illuminated and lit up in this serenity, in this protection, and you're protected. All right, so stay disciplined. Adjustments are required, of course. You're always going to go through some kind of death and rebirth and dark period and be tested, right? This is the third quarter moon. But no, even in the third quarter, right? Even amongst the stars, you are still guided, right? You see the stars illuminating you in the darkness. That is your spirit team, okay? That is so beautiful. So make sure you release and have faith, okay? So to close this beautiful message out, affirmations that you want to say to yourself for the next couple of days. The more wealth in my hands, the more good circulates in the universe. This is the gift. I experience once in a lifetime opportunities multiple times a day. Just for you. The person of my dreams is already dreaming of me. Right? Once you let go and step into your destiny, right? Into this new timeline, because it's here. Right? A time to let go and bring your ideas to life. Your beautiful, blossoming, bursting light. I love you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. See you next time.